Who is your future spouse and what is their personality? Pile number 1, 2, and 3. So we'll start with pile number 1. And if you want to see pile number 2 or 3, the video links is provided in the description down below. We'll see you there. Okay. So your future spouse's personality. The first card we have is Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So Seven of Pentacles in reverse is telling me that your future spouse is someone who is not someone who wants to just wait around for life to happen. They want to just keep going, keep doing something. Like, if even if their tries are going in vain, even if they are failing at something, they would rather fail than that of not do the things that they are supposed to do. So that's the basic personality of your future spouse. They could be an fire sign, air sign, or a, yeah, or a water sign, or a, like, I'm not even sensing this. I'm not sensing the pentacles. I don't know why. Anyway, so what? Yeah, and this is a person who is not interested in having any kind of like a fling type of a relationship. They are not someone who wants the person just for, you know, yeah, just for having sex. Pile number 1, I can sense that you guys, some of you guys might be meeting your future spouse on an arranged marriage basis. Again, this is a message in a very, very culturally appropriate sense. If it is in your culture to have an arranged marriage, that is when this is going to be valid. If it is not, of course, it's not going to be valid. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? Okay, a lot of other people cannot guess who your future spouse is. Other people will have different kind of um, definitions of your future spouse. This kind of happens with a Gemini or a Scorpio a lot. I've heard about that. For some reason that just popped up in my head. So it's just like they have been misunderstood a lot. And like, for example, some people will think that this is a go getter, while other people will think that this is a person who is just a maniac, who is just not doing anything, who is just wasting their life for something that will never happen or something like that. And some people will not even realize that they have goals in their life, right? So that's the kind of vibe your future spouse gives. Your future spouse is kind of like mysterious as that of a Dumbledore, if you have read the Harry Potter book, but also they are not someone who they are someone who have like good intentions towards others as well. So we have Eight of Wands in reverse, again letting me know that they are not interested in a fast casual relationship whatsoever, no matter what the gender is of your future spouse. All right, this message is never like gender based, if you want to know. But yeah, they are not interested in that. They are not interested in like quick success as well. They would rather have like a long term success than that of a like temporary gratification type of a success. The Nine of Wands in reverse is like you would never see your future spouse being alone ever. Like this, your future spouse is could be an extrovert, okay, but they have a lot of like socializing in their life. They go out a lot, they talk to people a lot, they have some or the other person right around the corner, like right with them, okay. And again, that's something that a lot of people judge them for. If this is some of your future spouse is a business owner, and as per that, they might be hanging out a lot with their team, or they might be hanging out a lot with their manager or their secretary or something. And that is going to give them a lot of judgment from other people as well. From like third person's point of view, they are going to be someone who is a flirt or someone who is just, like in a Hindi sense, avara nikamma. that's that's all I can think of. For those of you who don't speak Hindi, I don't know what I can say. Like someone who is just useless, who's goalless or something like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, yeah. So with the Nine of Wands was reversed, right? So they are never alone. let's say they are a male, and let's say the secretary is a female. A lot of people judge them for being a Casanova, or like someone who is just playing around, or someone who is just constantly in a romantic relationship or something. But your future spouse is super happy being single. Okay, they are not someone who wants a relationship to please them, for having a validation or something. They are completely pleased by themselves. When I'm saying this, I also sensed Leonard from Big Bang Theory. Like, I just saw that episode um, where Leonard was watching. Sorry, I was rewatching the show, and then Leonard was giving the speech, and Sheldon um, kind of exposed him as a person who wants the validation of other people. And Leonard told to the other people, to the crowd, to the people who he was teaching about um, his science book, or there was something, I don't know what he was giving the lecture on, but he just said that my parents are never going to be proud of me, and that's the reason I do seek validation from other people. And I'm sensing that for your future spouse in a specific context, file number one, I believe that either your future spouse has outgrown that, okay, either they have outgrown the fact that their parents have never given them validation, which is very less likely. But the most likely thing that has happened in their life is their parents have been giving them healthy validation all along. If you have seen, or if you have read the book Harry Potter, you know how parents can give unhealthy validation to their child in the form of Dudley. But in your specific person's scenario, or in your future spouse's scenario, they have been given a healthy, like, validation from their parents. So that's why they are not in a rush to seek any relationship. They are super happy the way they are, wherever they are. Even I won't be surprised when you do meet with your future spouse, maybe they won't be even interested in looking for a, like, marriage partner or something, because that's not their life, right? They're just chilling, they are just happy. We have the hero in reverse. Okay, no matter how your future spouse is like a hard worker, is just a go-getter, and someone who is just not ready to just sit back, right? They don't have, sorry, go-getter is not the right word. Go-getter is never the right word for your future spouse. The reason is, your future spouse is someone who is always going to be um, doing the work, not because they have some goals, but because they don't want to sit idle, something like that. They just want to, they would also fail, they would rather fail than that of not trying. That's the kind of personality your future spouse has. So yeah, the hero in reverse is telling me that if they do end up achieving a lot of things in their life, they are not the kind of a person who is going to show off to other people, saying that, you know what, I did everything, like, they are not going to boast about things. They are not going to be egoistical in any case at all. Why? Because this person understands how the universe works, how life works, and not everything that you do is always rewarded. And sure, like, things happened, and sure, they were being rewarded, and sure, like, they have won some, like, for example, Nobel Prize or something, right? Again, a Big Bang Theory reference, but like, they have won, like, something, right, in their life, prizes, certificates, whatever. They are never going to be someone who is going to tell you that they were the reason they have got everything, because they understand how the universe works in a very truest sense. And I don't think that I'm talking to you spiritually, pile number one. I'm not saying that this person is someone who believes in God, this person is someone who believes in higher power or universe. That could be the case. For some of you, that is the case, but for a lot of you guys, I'm just sensing a practicality, which is, there was also a book written about this. Um, I just feel like talking in Hindi for some reason. There was this book that was saying, okay, like if you like when you were born in the era where there was a war or something, it wasn't your fault, right? The war happened, that wasn't your fault. The war affected you, that wasn't your fault. And even if in that scenario you have experienced PTSD, again, that's not your fault. And again, if you have had like no motivation, again, that's not your fault. Or if you have had no goals or ambitions or like a lot of money or something, again, it's not your fault. So this person completely understands the life and the dynamic of how life works. Your effort is just 1% of it, and the rest of it is completely based on the whole thing as a large, the whole life as a large, like other people defines what happens and stuff like that. For example, if we are talking about YouTubing, right? Okay, let's say I can just give you my example. I have posted a lot of shorts video in this channel, and all the shorts video was kind of like not, like not working out. But there was this, like I think I was receiving maximum like 3 to 500 views, but there was this one video I received a lot of views for, and that one shorts video was about Taurus. So is Taurus as like the thing? Okay, I did a research about why the Taurus um, shots was kind of like at large. Like, why did I get like one? I think I got like 900 views in just one day, and that's it. Like, that's where it ends. Like 1,000 views maximum, right? Um, let's say 900 because that's the right thing. Okay. So yeah. So I was like, why did that happen? Because someone in the tarot community has posted, it could be like around my area as well, right? Someone has posted about what it is, about Taurus in their channel, and they were giving an amazing message or something that was like, I think it was an 18 plus message for Taurus or something, and that went viral. When that went viral, my Taurus shots also went viral. Does that make sense? So it is not just me. I will do what I have to do, but it is like it is also because of how what kind of videos other people have made before me, and then um, what what kind of crowd I'm making the video for, or like for example, am I making the video for English speaking crowd or Hindi speaking crowd, right? Or what kind of like location I am at, or something like that. It's about the whole algorithm and the calculation and all that stuff. So it's never like, even if you are like very very methodical and calculative, like okay, sure, let's say as per the algorithm this thing happened and that thing happened, even if you are like 100% cut to cut about I know what to do in order to like be successful, that still wouldn't work out. Sometimes it would work out, sometimes it just wouldn't. It's just the fucking truth of life. There are so many motivational coaches and speakers, they are just fucking kidding with you, all right? They're just messing with you, saying that, you know what, you can achieve anything. Well, then why haven't you achieved it? I will ask you this question. Why haven't you achieved it? It's a truth, right? It's a damn truth. Um anyway, so yeah, that's what your future spouse understands. They understand that not everything is about my effort. Sure, my effort will just like give me like 1% of the result or something, but like the whole thing, like who does what right, like right before me, or Again, another example, if you have watched Sheldon, if you're rewatching Sheldon or something, it's in the season one actually. Oh, it's not even Sheldon, it's Big Bang Theory. If you have, yeah, if you have watched Big Bang Theory season one, you can rewatch it if you want to. But there is a Princess Panchali kind of a scenario, right? So Raj ends up meeting a woman and he is heavily drunk. He talks to this woman in a very shitty fashion. He's boring. He says, "You know what? You were so fat, and now you're not. Can you remember? Like, do you remember how fat you were?" And obviously, the girl is bored and just not having it. And by the end, Sheldon comes in. He's like, "You look like a Princess Panchali," and at the end, like the woman wouldn't have gone out on a date with Sheldon if Raj wouldn't have been boring. That's what she said. If Raj wouldn't have been drunk and boring, I wouldn't have gone out with you. Something like that. So it always, like, even in a romantic scenario, what the person has experienced in the past, it's also like it determines whether you're going to have a chance with them or not, or if you had a chance with them and if they feel like you are like an amazing person and you are the blessing in their life, that's because they have had a shitty experience in the past and they appreciate you. It's just that reason. And this is the very concept your future spouse understands thoroughly. Okay, this is your future spouse, you guys. I hope this reading was helpful. To sum it up, I have some more messages. We have 778 1299. Okay, so this might be mirroring energy. This might be mirroring numbers in their life, or this might be an important number in their life, or this could be an important number in your life as well. Okay, 172 um, 8 and 9. Okay, I hope this helped. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you next time. Bye.